two, and we're live. Hello, hello, hello. It's Thursday, y'all. This is the day that I have been waiting for. So let me introduce myself and then I'll tell you who this amazing man is right here. So my name is Valerie Humphrey. I am the educator's educator. I help educators connect with students that don't look like them. All right, don't judge me because I'm not talking about the skin tone. I'm talking about connecting, period, to help the kids succeed. And that's what's most important. And this man right here does that with the sound of music. So listen, y'all better pay attention tonight. I want to introduce you all to the amazing, award-winning educator. Let's go. He has a Grammy, y'all, a real Grammy. So, okay, Mickey, hold on. I'll be right back to you. This man got his Grammy. Alicia Keys handed him his Grammy. What? Come on. This one is real. This not them little community awards. He has a Grammy, y'all, a real Grammy. Is the Grammy at your house, Mickey?
Not right. Not at this moment. Not at this moment. I got to go back to Los Angeles and receive it in an amazing ceremony. And COVID kind of got in the way of that. But hey, we all got crosses to bear. I guess I'm gonna have to go back to Los Angeles here real soon.
Okay. So you don't get your Grammy that night. So
Not
everybody go. Oh wow! See, you teaching me. All right, y'all. We got Mickey Smith Jr. on with us tonight. Mickey, talk to me. Who are you? Who are you, Mickey? And just tell me. So here's the thing. Why did you become a teacher? Tell me where you teach, what grade, all that good stuff.
Well, my name is Mickey Smith Jr. Again, thank you so much for having me, Valerie. This is a pleasure and an honor to be able to hear just to chop it up with that noble profession. That's what my grandmother used to call it, the noble profession, teachers, y'all. And for me, you're looking at a little fella, statistically, I probably shouldn't even be here. I grew up in a little community that doesn't even exist anymore, a little black town called Mossville, formed by freed slaves, and it's no longer there. They bulldozed the whole town, built a chemical plant on top of it. And I'm telling you that because for so long, I felt kind of like that town, like I didn't have value, like I wasn't loved, you wasn't wanted, you wasn't appreciated. And now I'm sitting here today from a forgotten community, sitting on phenomenal stages, here to let everybody under the sound of my voice know that you have a sound. Now, look, the sound, it ain't what you think. Just like you said earlier, it's not always what you think. The sound is your purpose. It's your passion. It's your unique personal significance. And I use music as that beautiful medium to help people discover their sound. So now the mission is to take the music, take the Grammy, take the message, and change the lives of educators and students everywhere. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be here today and just show love on this wonderful Teacher Appreciation Week. We appreciate y'all in the place. We appreciate y'all.
Let's go. That's what I'm doing all week. Mickey, I have been interviewing extreme teachers, those teachers that teach from the outermost. They don't go to the middle where everyone else is. The extreme teachers teach from the outermost. They connect with students and it goes much farther than you could ever imagine. And those are the educators that I want to talk to. That's why you're here, Mickey, because you're amazing. You go beyond the walls of your classroom. You connect with your students. And I want you to know, I know. And I see it from a distance. I see it, Mickey. All right, so we know who you are. We know where you're from. So tell me, how did you start teaching? How did you become a teacher? What happened?
Honestly, I think when you're a teacher, you don't pick it; it picks you. Because again, I'm the first in my family to go to college, and music was that medium. It was that scholarship. It was that opportunity to go in. But I'm being honest, I didn't know nothing about college, and nobody in my community knew. We knew college football because we down here in the South. We knew they had a team, but I didn't even understand what you really did on a college campus because nobody I knew personally had went before. But I did know this. I knew it was an opportunity. So I said to myself, well, I don't want to waste this opportunity. So I went in originally under business administration because I was like, well, if I'm going to go to college, I want to buy my mama the house. I want to take care of daddy. I want to, I want to make them proud. So I say,
right.
Money. But what I realize now is the riches really come from what you do with your life, right? And I was so fortunate when I was in there, I stumbled upon this thing called music and education. And I realized that was my sound. I was already making an impact unofficially, working in my church, working in my community. And then it just hit me. I'm like, I'm already teaching. I think when you got a great teacher, you can put them on a deserted island somewhere. You can put them in the middle of a sandbox with a stick. And what they going to do? They're going to be explaining. They're going to take the stick and they're going to be writing in the sand. Teachers are just natural teachers. We givers, we sharers of information.
Yes,
So that's how I came. That's how I came to it. And then I started teaching. My first year was 2005, and I'll never forget that, because that was the same year we got hit with Hurricane Katrina and Rita. So you talk about trial by fire and storm.
Wait a minute.
First year.
Your first year? Oh, I was
First
about
year.
to ask you about your first year. What?
First year. First year.
And I'm
On top
worried
of
about
that,
these first year pandemic teachers that your
Yes.
first year was. Talk to
on top
me.
of everything, you got that. So I'm living testimony that even if it's apocalyptic and the world's coming to an end, your career don't have to, your calling don't have to. You can keep on going, and that's what I try to do each and every day. Just try to provide hope, because even in that time, somebody provided me some hope. I had great mentors. I had great encouragement. I wasn't great. I didn't have all the answers, but I know now it's not about having all the answers. It's answering the call. It's being that individual for that young person. And I learned so much in that first year that continues to serve me now. And again, I just applaud those educators, even in this season, as we're going through this crisis. Don't give up. Hey, Valari, I found out something I thought was super cool. Okay.
What?
So
What?
I'm that word geek. I'm a wordsmith. I like words. And I was looking up the word crisis. Okay. So what I found out was crisis actually is a derivative. It comes from the word sift, not shift, but sift. And I was like, ooh, you don't hear that word a lot. The last time I heard about sifting, my grandmother, rest her soul, she had that sifting. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. She had the sifter, man. And it occurred to me, for those that don't know, the sifter, what it does is you wind that bad boy up, and like if you put the baking soda and the flour and stuff, it'll come through. But the things that aren't pure, the things that
Mickey,
don't
make me run. Mickey, I'm
run. The things ain't gonna cut the mustard. They got to stay in there. They can't come through the process. And I'm like, wow, we're looking at this crisis thing totally wrong, because it's actually an opportunity and a blessing, because it's not only going to shift some things up, but it's going to sift some people up so that the next steps are going to be the best steps. So right now, I'm telling you, use this opportunity like we use rest in the band hall. They got sound, they got silence, they got rest, they got notes. And I'm telling you, the notes make the sound, but the rest is where the power's at, because that prepares you for the next sound. So don't get mad. Don't get mad. Stay glad. And just know the best is yet to come. I'm telling y'all. I'm excited.
Mickey said, Mickey, you preaching. You was supposed to be here letting me interview you, Mickey. And you
I ain't seen nobody in a minute. Look, I've been on lockdown.
Wait a minute. We're going to get to this, Mickey. We're going to get to it. But I just need, how you on lockdown, Mickey? That's not your house. Well, I don't think that's your living room or basement. That look like a band room, Mickey. That looks like a band room.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them, y'all. Look, look, family. It's our secret. This is my home away from home. I'm at the band hall. This is where the juices flow. You know, like right now, I'm so blessed that I've been able to mentor some teachers. I'm doing an educators conference online right now this week, and I'm helping music instructors from across the world. Look, we got folks from 8 states, 3 countries: Canada, Trinidad, and Australia. Yeah. My girls stay up till 1 a.m. to come hang out with us. I didn't even know they got opposite seasons down. They had to go back and check my social studies book. I had forgotten all about that.
Really?
Yeah. So we've been working with them. You know, I have a system I call Sound 180 Educators, and I just able to help educators. And the whole concept is it was born in a band hall, but it benefits all. And we talk about classroom management. We talk about being your best self, right? Because the classroom is a reflection of the instructor many times. And if nothing more, we set an atmosphere. I guess it's a better way to say it. We set the climate. We dictate the weather. You know, whether or not it is what we show. So it's powerful that we all operate in the sound. We're gonna talk about. Hey, don't let me forget. We got to talk about the sound too. I want to share with y'all what our individual sounds are.
Oh, you gonna? Yes, you are. All right. So let me get through these questions because the people want to know. So you started with the year of Katrina. So tell me. So that was your first year. So what month was Katrina?
Katrina was September.
Oh, so you didn't even.
Katrina was August. Rita was September. We got hit with 2 storms back to back in like a 2 to 3 week period. So August
wait. Katrina hit. You were still going to work.
Katrina hit, but it hit just east. Yeah, just east of where I live. So what happened was we saw minimal damage, but the New Orleans folks came here, so we had to take in them, and that put a strain on our classrooms. You know, we had to rethink stuff. But you do what you got. When you're a teacher, you know how it is. You do what you got to
You
do.
adjust.
But then as soon as we got settled, we got hit. Displaced for almost 2 months. I spent 2 months in Oklahoma. Me and my wife and our child was just born. Our oldest was just born.
Wow.
Crazy.
Look,
Crazy.
hey, teachers know how to pivot and not panic.
Come on.
We pivot. We don't panic. You do
That's
what
it.
you got to do and keep moving. So y'all was displaced for 2 months and then
Yeah.
you came back to work.
Had to come back. Look, had to come back and they talking about just do it like nothing happened. Come on now. They talking about that was September. We need results. So they had us back working, and it was crazy. It ended up being a great year, challenging because it was my first year. Nobody knows what. Look, if you first year teacher, can you do me a favor? Let it go. It wasn't supposed to be perfect. No way. I just told a young lady today. She was on herself, real down on herself because she had a rough first year. And I said, watch this. I said, you can make failures as long as you don't make the fail yours. And too many times we hold on to that thing. And look,
Somebody
the kids,
put that. Somebody drop that. Somebody drop that nugget. Drop that nugget. Say it again. Mickey, say it again.
You can make the failures because nobody's perfect. You can make the failures. Just don't make the fail yours. Because them kids, they messing up every day. They walking right out your class and they come back the next day like nothing happened. You still salty.
Don't they?
You still mad.
Right. You over there. Yes. All right.
Lost sleep. You ain't eating good. And they talking about how you doing today. No, man.
Right,
We gotta let it go.
Okay, you can make the I'm I ain't see it pop up, so I'm typing it over here. Yes.
You can make failures just as long as you don't make the fail yours.
You can make failures. Yep.
Just as long as you don't make the fail yours. Because you know how that is. It ain't a loss, it's just a lesson.
Thank you, Isis. Appreciate you. Isis got it. Thank you. I was in the middle of typing it. That is amazing. I see you, Rochelle. Thank you. They coming through now. They typing it. So here's the deal. So this your first year.
Yeah.
So I know we're just gonna go to pandemic. We're just gonna do it at the end, but let's go. So you're not freaking out with this?
No.
You're not panicking.
No. And look, as I'm saying this right now, I know I just rubbed somebody the wrong way. I know I did. Because he's like, how he ain't worried about it. Well, let me explain. If you're in my classroom, I got a system.
Okay.
See, I believe you don't rise to the occasion as much as you fall to your level of training. We've heard that before. I've heard people say that on many occasions.
That's one of those.
When you come into my classroom, I got systems. We operate what I call a GPS. Guidelines, procedures, and systems each and every day. Yeah. And we take you to this place called success. So everything is very systematic. So in my case, I've got it all charted out. I got my instructional matrix right here. So each and every day, I know exactly what it is we're doing, how we're going to get there, where the intended destination is going to be, because you got to begin with the end in mind. So
let's go, Mickey. Let's go. Mickey, I could just leave. You got this.
She's like, but you better not. Come on now. I'm going to share this with somebody because, again, it was birthed in a band hall, but I think it benefits all. Watch this. I figured out many years ago, I could see where the trajectory was going with testing and everything. And it occurred to me, if we don't teach it by Thanksgiving, we ain't got no time, y'all. And I know what I just said may have hurt somebody. But if you don't teach it by Thanksgiving, Christmas, when you come back in the spring, they're not leaving you that room. So what I did was I made a point I just condensed everything. And we teach like gangbusters in the fall semester, making sure we got everything covered. So by the time we get to January, we just reviewing. Now, I'm still teaching, but we're reviewing. So when this pandemic hit, I'm not too worried because we were able to get everything accomplished that we needed to, so that when we come back in the fall, it ain't nothing new. It's just a review. We're reviewing it. So that's why I ain't too worried right now. I'm feeling
ain't nothing new. It's just a review. You better quit dropping nuggets. You act like you're a speaker of thought. This boy, it ain't nothing new. Somebody type that in the chat. It ain't nothing new. It's just a review. I'm trying to get in here so I could type this other comment you said. This was amazing. You said, I got to fix it. I typed it. You said it was birthed in a band hall, but it's beneficial to all.
Yeah, it benefits all.
But it benefits all. There you go. Ro corrected. Thanks, Ro. I left my B off. Okay, I'm loving it. Okay, so let's get to these questions. We're going to get back to that because that was good. Teach it at the beginning of the year and then review it the rest of the time.
That's it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's go. All right. So right now, how many years have you been teaching?
Uh, 15, 15 years.
15 years.
Mhm.
15 years. I love it. I love it. And you told us where you started teaching. So you've been at this school for 15 years?
No, I've taught at 3 schools in both Louisiana and Texas, but I've been at this school for the majority of my time.
Okay, so you moved to Texas?
Yeah, after Hurricane Rita, we moved. Yeah, a little bit too much devastation. We had to get on out, y'all. So we moved on there. I took over a school there. It was a rough school. It had no band program, kind of like this one. We started about 28 kids. When I left 2 years later, I was teacher of the year, and we had 300 kids. And I don't say that to impress you, but I say that to impress upon everybody that's listening. There's nothing special about me. I just feel like I present what's special about this beautiful thing we're sharing. Kids want to know not necessarily how much you know. Dr. Rita Pearson said it. They want to know how much you care. So for me, that was a testing ground.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm telling, look, my first day of school in Texas, okay? You know Harry Wong, right? Harry Wong. Look. I'm going to go ahead and say something because I'm excited about this. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this. Valari, I'm going to be in Dr. Wong's next book. I got to talk to Harry Wong.
We got an exclusive, y'all. We got an exclusive. What do you mean you're gonna be in his book, Mickey?
My man reached out to me. He said, "Oh, I heard what like with the Grammy stuff at CBS." He's like, He reached out to me. He's like, I love what you're doing. And I'm thinking, this is bananas, because like the stuff I'm doing, a lot of it came from his book First Days, right? We talked about that. So a lot of band director people weren't utilizing that stuff. But what I do is I go into classrooms. My school that I'm at right now is pre-K through 8th grade. So a lot of times I'll go to the elementary classes and I'll watch and see what they're doing, because I believe if you can handle the midget mafia, if you can handle them little kids, you can handle anything. Because God bless them. I'll do middle school all day. I can't do that midget mafia.
Mickey, the midget, I call them ankle biters.
Yes. Look. With the ankle biters, the midget mafia, I got a formula for them. So look, I believe, because I can hang with them. I just can't hang all day. Our relationship ain't built like that. It ain't strong enough. The little ones, I believe that any kid's attention span is their age in minutes. So as you're teaching kids, that's something I'm always cognizant of. In middle school, I got 12 minutes, maybe 15 tops. I don't care how sweet the instruction is. I don't care how great it is. That thing's got to shift. That's why they on the gram. They on TikTok. They need fast moving stuff. They need energy.
Mickey Smith Jr. You're going to have to come on to our Wednesday PDs, and you're going to have to teach a session. We are at Extreme Teachers. Go to extremeteachers.com and register. Mickey going to teach a class.
Come on.
And I know he teaches summer school, so as soon as he get finished with that, he got some other stuff going on. But I need you to come teach a class. That is deep what you just said. The attention span, you believe, is equal to their minutes, their age in minutes.
Think about it.
That's a thought. And you know what?
Yeah.
When I used to teach, I would switch up every 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I was presenting, then I would do groups. Then if I didn't do groups, I always switched.
Yep.
Opening activity, start the lesson, grade the homework. Here's the skill. Take the notes. Get the papers. Yes, you are right. I never
God
thought
bless
about
pre-K. God bless them. I don't know how they do it.
Got to teach math in 8 minutes. All right, back to Mickey. Mickey, I'm trying to ask these questions. We have not gotten to them. Come on. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. Tell me one of your most amazing teaching moments.
Most amazing teaching moments. I would have to say, matter of fact, it happened right before the COVID. Okay. I had a group. They weren't my best group. This year was not my best group initially when we started. And there was a lot of pushback because I was trying to implement some new stuff. Nobody likes new. Right?
Right.
So we keep working. And what I'm about to share is like super musical. So it may kind of go over folks' head, but I'm going to share it anyway because it just blessed my heart. So we're middle school. And y'all know what middle school is supposed to sound like, right? It's supposed to sound all terrible and cover your ears. But these kids were working their butts off and they were buying into what I was doing. And the beautiful thing is, I tell them all the time, fast isn't good. Easy's not good. Good is good. Meaning, if you just discipline yourself to do it good, then you're going to have fun. It's only good when it's good. There's no substitute for good. So each and every day I try to show them the good. I try to show them the win. So every day is a Wednesday. So I teach in such a way every time they leave, they feel like I got it. And it's like Karate Kid. Miyagi would always say, come back again tomorrow. Come again tomorrow. And that's what I want. When they leave, I want them thinking, oh, I got to come back tomorrow, right? So we waxing on, we painting the fence, we doing all that good stuff. And we finally get to this point 2 days before we March the 11th, we're rehearsing with the kids. And there was a concept I was teaching them about operating selflessly, because that's the beautiful thing about band. It's different than any other core curriculum, because in any other class, if Johnny makes an A and Devontae makes a B and Susie makes an F, Susie's F don't bother nobody else. But in band, can't nobody be an F. Like, we all got to sound good, because one person's trash gonna make all of it sound trash, right?
One band, one sound. Come on.
I finally got the kids to understand that, man. And we're rehearsing, we're working this hymnal, this little hymn warming up. And I fussed at the kids. I said, hey, because I run a tight ship. I said, hey, when I'm working on this song, I said, I don't know who that was humming. Stop all that singing. And that's weird, and usually I ain't got to say nothing but one time, with them. I'm not a big dude, I'm not threatening, but there's a system I use. We'll have to talk about that one day. There's a system I use where they all kind of toe the line. So I start conducting them again, and boy, it sounded sweet and beautiful. And then that old humming is coming back again. I said, but these kids done lost their mind, man. I don't say nothing twice, because I tell them I got 2 kids at home. I don't say it twice. I ain't no violent dude. I just like, you say it once. Right. I'm old school, right? So then something said, don't fuss at them. So I didn't fuss. 3rd time, I'm conducting them, and I hear them humming again. I locked eyes with my assistant, and he locked eyes with me, and we both understood what was happening. For my non-musical folks, if you play a piano, like a real piano, and you hit a key, there's strings inside the piano, right? There's strings.
Right.
So when you hit the bottom string, some of the other strings resonate. Some of the other strings play. Even though you didn't touch that key, the vibrations make them shake. Like the woman who sings and breaks the glass, it's the sound waves, right? So in music, if you play your note so perfect, and then you couple that with somebody else that's playing their note perfect, it's like my hands that are clasped right there. That it resonates in such a way, it makes other notes sound that aren't actually being performed. And that sound that I thought I heard, that was some kid being off kilter, was actually the overtones. They were performing at such a high level that there were unexpected sounds that were starting to manifest in the music.
Come on, Mickey.
That ain't never happened to me since I was in college. I was working with a college group, a wind ensemble, and these are 13-year-olds. I say, man, I was so excited. It was literally one of the greatest days teaching, because we'd done something that had never been done before. And then 2 days later, COVID done showed up, y'all. But it's all good.
But they heard it perfect on the 11th. Don't worry about the
Look, it was so dope. Look, they took all the horns home. The kids were so geeked up. They all took only 2 horns I got left. Them kids was absent that day. Now what if that's homework? When the last time you had kids excited about coming doing some homework? And it's not like it's easy. Like, it's work. They put in work. So, that was one of the best moments. And every day I come back in here and I look at all those empty cubbies, I'm reminded that it wasn't wasted time. It wasn't wasted time. It was for a purpose. Sometimes we just don't see it, but it's there.
I love it, Mickey. I love it. All right. So the first year, Mickey.
Oh, Lord.
I want this your 9th year, right?
15.
I'm sorry. I want the 15-year Mickey to talk to that first-year teacher, Mickey. What would you say? Give me 3 things you would tell that first-year Mickey.
Okay, real quick. The things I would tell first-year Mickey, it's all about you, but it's not about you. Like we need what you know, but it ain't about you. It's about children, not students, children. Always remembering that I'm so glad that I had, me and my wife had kids early on. Because when you got kids, or when you're around kids, outside of the school, when you got a child that's close to your heart, it changes the way you see the ankle biters. I jokingly call it the midget mafia, but what I always see first is I see somebody's child. And no matter how they may be acting, I reminded somebody today, I'm obligated to love them all. I may not like them all. And I had to tell one of the first-year teachers, it's okay if you didn't like them. We can't choose who we like, but we can make that actionable decision to show love to all of our students, right? And my thing is this, I would tell myself that it's about music, It's about my subject matter. But first and foremost, it's about showing the students they matter. So in order to get to instruction, because that's why I see so many young educators, they go too fast, right? They're trying to get them, they're trying to impress them either with what they know or get them to a certain place, knowledge base. But the fact of the matter is instruction never comes first. Trust is where it all starts. I say, hey, Mickey, it starts with trust. Let them know a little bit about your story. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I tell my kids a story about how I got started, and it turned into a children's book I authored and illustrated. And that story
Let's
is the
go.
foundation. Look where it happened at. Look, I'm trying to line it up. A little town called what? Mossville, y'all. Mossville in the play.
You did that.
Keeps it alive. So I share that story so my kids know a little something about me, and they know that, oh, Mr. Smith wasn't an overnight success. It was over life success. He's been through enough where he can show us, okay, there's a process to this bad boy. So right. I tell Mickey it's about trust. Trust then opens up the door for relationship. From relationship gives influence, and then the instruction. But you can't flip that formula. It's got to go in that order for it to be effective. That's why I say the first days creates lasting ways. So that's what I tell him. I don't know if he'd listen. He's kind of hard-headed, but I'd hope he'd listen.
I love it. One of the things I tell as an administrator, I used to tell my teachers, they sending you the best they got.
Yeah.
There's no parent. There's no parent keeping the good kids at home and just sending the bad ones. They sending you the best that they have. They sending you all they have.
That's it. And
so
and
remember that when you call them, when you call a parent, as an administrator, I never called and made it sound like a business transaction.
Yeah.
Because you have their babies in, and you have a lot of parents that have NMSC syndrome.
Okay.
NMSC syndrome, not my child syndrome.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have a lot of my child wouldn't do that. No, my child wouldn't do that. So you can't call and make it sound like a business transaction. Look, this is what's going on. This is what has been brought to my attention, or this is the assignment that I don't have. Don't call your son and do his homework. No, this is the assignment that I don't have. I didn't say whether he did it or not. I just don't have it.
That's it. That's it.
So I need mom, dad, whomever, I need you to help me help your baby.
And we talk about the trust too. Some of the people have had a bad experience with school themselves. So some of these very parents, they was in the principal's office, so to speak. So they already coming. They already coming. They kind of suspect. Right?
They coming.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it, but that is so true, Mickey. And you have to lead with your heart, and you have to remember that they're sending you the best that they have. All right, Mickey.
I got to tell you about sound. I got to tell you about the sound.
Wait. I want to hear about the Grammy though. Okay, we can go over a few minutes. We can go over, but we got to be quick. Okay, tell me about the Grammy. So, how does this process work? Because I know you were nominated a few times before.
Yeah.
But then you got it. I'm like, okay. So, talk to me about that. Give me that experience. You're the Grammy Award winner. We can go on. Come on.
Starts off with about 4,000 people that are nominated across the country, and there's only one award. There's no category. There's one award they give. So imagine if all the country, the rap, the pop, okay, the folk music, classical, they all had to fight it out, and you only got one award, right? See, even with the regular Grammys, there's categories, but I have what I call a special merit Grammy Award. This is an award they started only 7 years ago. I'm only the 7th person in the world to get it. And what they did was they wanted to show honor to that noble profession, educators, because somebody had to start all these people that we celebrate today, all these celebrities. So I thought it was a great move. 2014, it was brought to my attention. I've been nominated for the stuff that I do, not only in the classroom, but in the community. So collectively, those things together is what they look at. They look at your body of work. You have to send in artifacts. You got to send in evidence. You got to answer all these questions. You got to do interviews. You got to do all this stuff. It's a year-long process that really challenges you to look inward at yourself. I've done national board certification, and it reminds me of that. You know, it's very challenging. It's tough, but it's good. It's tough, but it's good. So I was nominated for it a number of times. I made the national finals 3 times, and this third time was the charm. So I got to go out to Los Angeles. My wife and I went. I also brought my cousin with me. we're the same age. We graduated together. We're the first in our families to go to college. We made a little bond when we was in school that we was going to go to college and change the paradigm. And I also brought a good friend of mine that we met in sixth grade band years ago. And coincidentally, when I was 17 years old or 18, my senior yearbook, he wrote down, because I'm good on the sax. Okay, I play sax, and most people, especially before the Grammy thing, for education, they knew me for my music playing. That was kind of my calling card. So in high school, everybody thought I was going to be a professional musician, right? And I am, even today. But my friend wrote down back then, he said, "You're going to win a Grammy. And when you do, give me a call. We're going to roll together." So that same friend is in video production. He's a producer for videos and does different things. And he actually helped me with my first Grammy video. We stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning putting that thing together. And he's just been a real close friend for my whole life. So what I did was I tricked him. I had him come to my band hall, this very room, and I had my yearbook that he wrote in. And he thought they tricked him. They told him that he was coming to interview me for an award or something. He said, "Man, what we here for, man?" I said, "Oh, we'll get to that in a second." I said, "Man, go check out that yearbook, man." And he read it. He said, "Man, that's funny." He said, "Yeah, when you win a Grammy, call me." I said, "Yeah, what you doing 2 weeks?" He said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, bro, what you doing in 2 weeks?" And man, we just had a super cool moment. So being able to win that and share that with people closest to me. And I went live all the time. I brought my community with me. My kids were super geeked out. The worst part about it was I couldn't tell
felt
nobody.
like I was there. I was with you.
Secret.
I was with you. I felt like I was.
It was fun. It was fun. So look, the Alicia Keys thing wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. If you go back and look at past Grammy Awards, they never come off the stage. Matter of fact, CBS had been talking with me all week. They made me do so much work, Val. I had to get all these pictures and videos together to create a montage that they was going to show from the stage, which I didn't complain. I mean, I'm going to the Grammy, so I didn't fuss about it, but it was a lot of work. So I get there, and they got us sitting close. Like me and my wife, we so country, y'all. We so country. We was like, ooh, we close, y'all. Like me and my wife, we just stood there.
I saw it live.
We couldn't believe it. We were so close. You could see the people sweat. That's how close we were. We was like on the 5th row. So anyway, we're sitting there, and 1 minute before commercial break, the producers are all on the ground floor with us and everything. 1 minute before commercial, but it's total chaos too. In the commercial breaks when nobody's watching, they got what they call seat fillers. They pay people to sit in seats when celebrities get up and go to the restroom or go get food or whatever, right? So it's chaos. And the producers down there yelling at people, and they say, "Where's Mickey Smith?" Or they call me Mikey Smith. "Where's Mikey?" They don't know who I am. "Where's Mikey Smith?" And I'm like, "I'm right here." They said, and the guy wasn't listening. He said, "Well, if he's not here in 1 minute, Val, they put us at the wrong seats. We were supposed to be on we was on row 6. We were supposed to be on row 5. I said, "I'm right here." So I'm country, y'all. They said, "Well, if you can't get here in the next whatever seconds, we're just going to have to bump it." I hear him tell the other guy that. I said, "Ooh, no." So look, I'm country. I got up and I stepped.
You stepped over the seat.
I stepped over that row. My wife was so shamed. But then she looked at it, she said, "You go, baby. You go." So I stepped over the row and I sat there, and they said, "Oh, by the way," the guy came up to me, said, "Sit here. Don't get up. Don't say anything. Alicia Keys is going to come speak to you." So I'm like, "What? That ain't what the plan was." Like, they didn't tell me that. Right. And literally she walks by and the guy goes 10, 9, 8, 7. They're counting down from commercial break. 2, 1, and they go live, and she walks up to me. So if you ever look at the video, I look crazy, y'all. I'm like,
I watched it. I watched it several times. I watched you. I watched her. I watched because was your wife make it down there?
No, her dress was too beautiful. Like, she was right behind me. Like, if you look, she's literally right behind me. And it was just crazy. Like the moment was just surreal, because this is somebody I grew up admiring. And then she's walking over. And I'm going to be honest, the whole thing felt like a dream, even until that moment. Like, I had been out there for a week. I had to go all these ceremonies and speak and do all these different things. And it wasn't until she held my hand that it felt real. Like, that was crazy, man. Like, I'm holding Alicia Keys' hands, you know? And then she said these words. She said, "We need you." And in that moment, I understood what she meant. She meant educators. But what she didn't know was, a couple of years before the Grammys, I actually wrote my letter of resignation, because I didn't know that I was loved, valued, and wanted. And it was the letter of a student who wrote, the very day I sat down to write my letter of resignation, I had 3 students write me a letter of appreciation saying that what I did mattered. And that caused me to just tear up that letter. And in that moment, when I'm holding her hands, I'm thinking, my God, like you never know You never know what a moment means. So for my folks out there, you may not have a Grammy, but just know that you are loved, you're valued, and you're wanted, and you make an incredible difference. And when she told me we need you, she really was talking to all of us. We need everybody here, y'all. We need y'all to stay in the game. It's you make all the difference in the world. I tell you, it's crazy. When I got back home, a student hit me up. She said, Mr. Smith, that was crazy you met Alicia Keys. I said, yeah. She said, I don't know if you remember this, but my first day teaching, I didn't know what I was doing. I was so nervous that I ran through my script in 15 minutes. 15. I ran out of stuff, and we still had another solid 30 minutes of class. And the 8th graders didn't like me. They had already decided, the little sister girl had gotten the corner, and they'd already decided they was going to give me the business.
Wow.
I replaced the other band director. So what I did was I was nervous. I said, well, I don't know what else to teach. I don't know what to do. Let me just go for what I know. I grabbed my saxophone. And the first sound I ever made in the classroom was I played If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys, which made a student of mine cry. She said, I'm watching you at the Grammys thinking that was the first thing this man ever did was share his sound. And now I'm here holding the hands of the person who made the sound.
Okay, Sound 180. Come on, we got 2 minutes.
Okay, Sound 180 is designed. It's designed to encourage educators to empower them to create 180 days, a sound 180 days of instruction and harmony in the classroom, birthed in a band hall, but benefits all. And the idea of it is this: teaching at its highest form is an art form. So just like I perform an instrument, we all create a sound, a purpose and a passion that goes out that can either resonate or repel our students. It's so important that we start off doing a personal sound check. So I want to challenge you today to go to MickeySmithJr.com. And if you click on it, it says the Sound Check Journal. I have something there that you can check yourself each and every day. Sound stands for see yourself beyond yourself. Actionably ask yourself, what can I do that's greater than myself that can serve the needs of others? Because teaching is all about being selfish. It can't be selfish. See yourself beyond yourself. The next one is operate in optimism and excellence daily. That means don't just fake it till you make it. Don't even just faith it till you make it, although that's a good one. But face it till you make it. Because I'm telling you, what you got inside of you is everything that you need to do anything that you need to do. You just have to believe in and connect with others that can see your best in you. Then the next one is utilize all available resources. I'm sitting in a multi-million-dollar facility, and I'm not saying that to brag or to boast, but I'm saying that because the first facility I had was trash, y'all. It was nasty. It was smelly. It was small. But somebody saw that I put my all into that thing. And when you are given charge over something and you do well with it, I'm telling you, the best is yet to come. So don't look at your circumstances. Look and say, what do I have in this moment and what can I use? I'm living testament today that if you utilize those available resources, you'll get that much and more. Then the next one is nourish relationships. I tell my class all the time, it's not just about you, it's not just about me, but it's all about we. That's why I think the word and is in the word band, because we're better together when we band together, and you can't do anything by yourself. So don't be afraid to ask for help, y'all. Come on. You got the guru here, y'all. Val is in the place. You know me now. We family, y'all. You know everybody on the line. Let's continue to keep each other encouraged. And the last one is D. Don't stop. You know how it said, keep on going. Keep on going. That's what Mama told me when I made that first sound. It was so bad. She said, keep on going.
On top of my list every day, I keep going. That is on top of my to-do list every day.
You got to.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to put y'all hands together and thank Mick. Y'all see why he got a Grammy? This man is amazing. Mickey, you have to come to PE Wednesdays. We'll talk about it. I'm gonna get you on the calendar. I need you to talk to our teachers. It's amazing. We have about 30 teachers from all over the world that come together. So I need you to speak now. I need you to say, I will be there. Say it, Mickey. Come on, one day.
I will be there. Will you be there? Come on, let's go.
Will you be there? Right. Let's go. All right, y'all. We signing off. Join us on Wednesday. We have one more day, y'all. We have one more extreme teacher that we're going to talk to tomorrow. So hopefully you guys will join us at 7 p.m. Eastern to hear from our final extreme teacher. All right, y'all. Wave at him, Mickey. Tell him bye.
Bye. Until next time. MickeySmithJr.com, y'all.
Let's go. Go to it right now. Drop it in the chat, Mickey, when we get off.
MickeySmithJr.com. Don't forget it, y'all.
Bye, boy. I love it.